On Plaza Towers Elementary School. Fox News' Jenna Clark is near the school, about a mile and a half away. Jenna is live where the same tornado killed a family.
Yeah, guys, I gotta tell you, this is just devastation. It's the only word that I can think of. Behind me is used to be a 7-Eleven. This mangled mess you see here. We're being told that a mom, a baby, and a man died at this convenience store earlier today when the storm came through. Behind me, you can see the lights. There are a couple of bobcats out working. We noticed during the daylight we could see that they were just clearing out debris. Honestly, I can't tell you whether it's debris from businesses or debris from homes, because everything is just such devastation, such a mess. I did see in the distance in that same direction, there is a neighborhood back there. I did see what's left of some homes. Now over here, David, if you can pin that direction, is near the hospital. This large building, and hopefully you can see it, there's some light over there. The large building where there's a lot of damage, I'm being told by witnesses that that is a hospital here in Moore. I've been asking questions. Sheriff's deputies are here directing traffic and trying to get some information, but they told me that honestly they just can't talk to me because they just don't have time right now. Traffic is another major problem right now. Streets are blocked off. Very little movement in the streets that are open. We actually tried to get to the school to bring you a report from there, and we just couldn't get there because the streets are blocked off. So we stopped here because the devastation is just enormous.
Wow. Jenna Clark reporting live there in Moore tonight. Just a scene of absolute devastation. She will continue to bring us more information, more live reports as she gets it. Now, emergency management officials say the National Guard will play a major role in recovery efforts in Oklahoma City and in Moore. Meantime, search and recovery efforts are well underway.
There you go. You see it? There you see it. Now it's on the ground.
When a tornado touched down near Oklahoma City earlier this afternoon, Oklahoma emergency management officials took cover in an underground command center near the state capitol. But not everyone was so lucky. The funnel cloud was easy to spot as it formed.
Look at it, Mike, on the ground. Coming down. There's you a lot better shot.
But once it touched ground, the National Weather Service said the tornado was so large, many people didn't even recognize what it was. The National Weather Service reports winds reached 200 miles per hour, ripping through homes, metal buildings, and businesses, leaving a wide path of destruction in its wake.
Just like on the movie Twister, there's horses and stuff flying everywhere. You know, it's undescribable. I feel pretty lucky.
Moore Medical Center issued a code black shortly before the tornado hit. It received significant damage in that storm. Norman Regional Health is now taking in many of the injured. Landmarks like the Moore Warren Theater were badly damaged in the storm, landmarks that were rebuilt in the wake of the deadly tornadoes in 1999. In 1999, the tornado that hit Moore had the highest wind speed ever recorded near the Earth's surface.
And back in the city of Moore, search and recovery efforts continue at this hour. Fox News' Frank Wiley joins us now with more of our live team coverage. Frank, you're getting a first-hand look at those recovery efforts. All right, Frank, can you hear us? All right, Frank can't hear us, but you can see these pictures. These are from Moore late today, as you can see teams of first responders. This is at the site of the Plaza Towers Elementary School that took the direct hit that we told you about at the top of the newscast. And you can see how they've set up a line of people to methodically search through the debris for the children that were still missing at that time and to remove what they could. They didn't want to miss a square foot of that building. Again, as you mentioned, the search and rescue effort tonight is extensive because of the damage not only where you see here, but in the surrounding neighborhoods. Remember, this large tornado cut a path a mile wide, and it was on the ground for 20 miles. So there's a huge area for these teams to be looking through tonight. Our live coverage for more will continue just ahead.
And tonight, Governor Mary Fallin made her way to the scene there in Moore. She talked about how people will move forward after this devastation. A communication center has been set up at a church in Moore for people trying to get in touch with family and friends.
Our prayers and our thoughts are with the Oklahoma families that have been hit hard by this terrible storm. These last 2 days in particular, our hearts are just broken for the parents that are wondering the state of their children that have been in the school.
And she says first responders are working as quickly as possible to get through all of that debris, and the state will consider using Oklahoma's rainy day fund in the effort.
The triage facility has been set up at the Warren Theater in Moore. It's being used as a command post now. Fox 23's Abby Alford joins us live by phone from Moore tonight. Abby?
Locally right now, we are still trying to make our way into Moore. It's been about 3 hours on the road. We left from Bristol about 6 o'clock tonight. As you can see on our live Ustream right now, the traffic is backed up, and this is how it's been since we got off on the 240. Now, this is what we've seen. We've been on the road for the last 3 hours. As we've seen actually the traffic in the opposite direction coming out of Moore. There's been a lot of traffic as well. People trying to leave the area. We've seen cars just splattered with mud from what that tornado spit up earlier today. And we've also seen on our way into Moore some rental trucks coming in with lights as they're trying to have set up in this triage and with the search and rescue and recovery efforts. As you can see, it's now dark and they need all the help that they can to respond to this situation. Right?
All right, Fox 23's Abby Alford still trying to make it to that scene. Again, traffic is terrible because of, number one, all the destruction and the debris on the road still, and the number of emergency vehicles coming in and out of those neighborhoods. Fox 23's Ian Silver was following another tornado that tracked across Osage, Washington, Rogers, and Nowata counties. He joins us live from the Red Cross at 11th Street and Highway 169 up in East Tulsa. Ian, that tornado was impressive, even though it apparently didn't cause a lot of damage.
Clay, my photographer Michael Barber and I were posted up at the northwest corner of Highway 75 and Highway 20, and we were watching as that tornado actually formed. And really, we're pretty lucky that it didn't cause more damage considering how big it got at points and how long it stayed on the ground and how far it traveled. From a safe distance, several miles away, we saw the tornado form just northwest of Geyser. We watched it grow wider and wider as it moved swiftly to the east. As it moved into Washington County and near Highway 75, it's difficult to see actual tornado because of all the heavy tornadoes. We drove up Highway 75 to get a closer look. Drivers all around us started realizing how serious the situation was and pulled off onto the shoulder. We tried following the twister into Rogers County, staying a safe distance away from south of the storm, driving east on 4600 Road. But the storm was moving too quickly, and we lost sight of the actual tornado. When we made it to Tooele, the tornado had already passed, but several violent thunderstorms rolled over us. We took shelter under an awning at the Mid-America Feed Store as hail and torrential rain poured down, and cloud-to-ground lightning caused earth rumbling claps of thunder a little too close for comfort. Finally, though, the storm moved on to the east out of our area, and the skies cleared. I talked to officials of Rogers County Emergency Management. They told me other than some minor damage to some homes and some barns, nothing really to report there. We also stopped by Ramona after the tornado had gone through. There told us that other than some downed tree limbs, they didn't have any other damage. Really very lucky considering today and more we saw the absolute devastation these tornadoes can really cause. Reporting live in East Tulsa, Ian Silver, Fox 23 News.
And it's important for you to know the Red Cross is asking for your help tonight. You can donate $10 by texting Red Cross to this number, 90999. Again, text Red Cross to 90999. That money will be used to get much-needed aid and supplies to the hardest-hit areas. We've also posted a link on our website, fox23.com.
And stay with Fox 23 News throughout the night for continuing coverage of breaking weather. You can also download our brand new iPad app.